Okay, so we're getting ready to engrave the piece of cedar that's going to be used for the front of one of our planters, similar to this one here. We got some pieces there we had already made. I think if you guys seen the last video, you'd see me make that Nana's Garden one. So now we need to do one that says Nanny's Garden. So we got our Lightburn software set up on the laptop. So I know it's kind of hard to see here with that glare, but basically this box, that outline, that is actually the outline of the visible space on the cedar. So I've just taken our wording and image, I've centered on there. I've gone over on the right side here. That blue is the layer we're working on, layer number 9. So we have our output is turned on. I'm going to go down and I'm going to increase our power. The power, it looks like the last ones I did was at 85. So I'm going to go to 85 and I'm going to turn our speed down to 4,800. Okay. Now I want to go to move and I'm going to put in our X. So if you look, I actually have a grid set up here. So this workspace is 380 millimeters by 370 millimeters. So I use this to center our workpiece as well as to square it up. So what I want to do is, let's see here. Let me zoom out for 1 second here. Whoops. Oh, sorry. I know I'm not showing you guys here. There we go. I wanted to zoom out for a second. All right. So our X is 380. Yes. So we want to go 190 and then 185. And I'm disconnected on my laser. I got to go down here, choose my COM. So we're going to home this first. We always home it to start, and this is going to end up hitting, so I got to drop my laser. There we go. Okay, I'm going to raise my laser back up some. All right. You always want to go to home to start, and this way it knows it's X and Y. Now I got to go back to, I got to punch this back in because we're at 0. So I got to go my 190 and my 185, and I'm going to hit go. So now you can see the laser moves, goes over to the center. Okay. So I just kind of eyeballed this up. It looks like I'm off a little bit. I'm going to slide that over closer. I know it's hard to see. So now what I'm going to do is when I go down here, if you guys look, let's see, I'm trying to show you. So this power right here on the fire, this is when I fire this off and I'll be able to see that laser so I can go ahead and get my center. So I'm going to hit fire. Okay. And then if you guys can see there, well, no, did it not go? All right. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Not really, huh? I don't know why I'm not seeing that. Oh, there we go. All right. So that's center. I'm just going to use this to square up. I'll show you guys here. I'll move this laser back around in a second. So it'll only fire for a couple seconds and then it'll shut off. I feel like that's pretty good. All right. So that looks pretty square on that side. I actually think it's off a tiny bit. Whoops, I just made it worse. Ah, darn it. Fingers. All right. Let me put this over here. Maybe you guys can see from this angle right there. We'll go ahead and fire that off. You guys see that laser now? Yeah, you do. Okay. Perfect. All right. So that looks pretty good. All right. Looks like we're still pretty square. I do need to set our height. So I'm going to grab our block. So this is used to set the height. I just kind of eyeballed that. That actually looks pretty darn close. You guys can see that. Might not be the best view. So basically you want the top of this spacer lined up flush with the bottom of the laser, which is between that black part and this plastic shield. So I'm pretty close. I am going to drop it down just a tiny bit. I apologize. Get that out of the way. And you want to be very careful you don't force the laser to move on the track. Sometimes I'll actually tweak that a little bit if I need to so I can get that set. Good. All right. That's just held on with magnets, that little plastic shield. All right. So we should be good. Like I said, you want to make sure you don't accidentally bump that. If this moves on the tracks, then you'd have to rehome it and, you know, recenter everything. So we're going to go ahead and pull our enclosure shut. Let me just double check here. We're going back to cuts and layers. I want to make sure I don't have any of these other layers turned on. Otherwise, we'd have issues. So we look good. Okay. Output 4885. Okay. And we're going to hit start. Okay. And I'm going to turn on my exhaust fan. I'm not using the air assist. The air assist is only used when I'm doing cutting. So we have that going right now. And so it looks like we have a total of 5 minutes and 40 seconds there. 41, yeah, 40 now, for it to finish. I don't think we need to sit here and watch the whole thing, but I'll go ahead and pause and we'll come back in a few to check it out. Okay, so I just jumped back in. We still got another 3.5 minutes or so. I just wanted to kind of show you guys a quick little update here so you guys can see that there. Working on the word garden. The flower is just about done. Looking pretty good. So once that's done, we'll go ahead and we'll do a quick little sanding on it, and then we'll go ahead and get that other one assembled, and we'll reach out to the customer and let them know that those two are ready for pickup. I think they were Mother's Day gifts, I believe, is what the message had said. So, all right, we'll be back. Okay, we're back. We only got a couple seconds left here. It is just about done. I'm going to go ahead and get our enclosure opened. And let's see what we got here. All right. Nice. That looks good. That looks good. Like I said, we'll go ahead. We'll clean that up with a quick little light sanding. And then we'll go ahead and get this assembled. So yeah, there you go. That was a quick little video tutorial on the laser engraver, the Lightburn software. So I'm going to go ahead and get this shut down. We'll get this assembled and we'll be back. Thanks for watching.